Let's watch the history of Korea in 5 minutes. I am a Korean. Korean American. I've learned about the history of Korea a lot in Korean school in the US. I was a TA at one of the biggest Korean schools in the US. So I should know a bit about it, but I don't because I forgot everything. So let's learn a little bit today. History of Korea.
Korea, a peninsula in East Asia, is bordered by China to the northwest and separated from Japan to the east. Since 1945,
Yes.
Korea is divided into two countries at the 38th parallel, North Korea and South Korea.
Apparently, some people don't know that.
Early history. In 2333 BCE, Gojoseon, the first Korean kingdom, was established by Dangu, deemed the grandson of heaven.
Dangu?
By the 3rd century BC, the southern part of Korea was occupied by the Jin state. Gojoseon underwent 3 periods.
That's nice.
Joseon,
Whoa, this.
And Wiminjo.
Oh my goodness. 고조선, 당군조선, 기자조선. I don't know what that's supposed to be. 위만?
108 BCE, it was invaded by the Han Dynasty, which then installed 4 commanderies in northern Korea. Within a few decades, 3 of the commanderies fell within a few decades, except the Lilang Commandery. The northern part of the peninsula and Manchuria was then occupied by Byuyo, Goryeo, Okgijo, Donghae, and other minor state
우여, 고구려, 동국조, 동예.
While in the south, the Jin state gave rise to the loose confederacies Jinhan, Byohan, and Mahan.
That's not bad.
3 kingdoms of Korea. The 3
kingdoms of Korea. Yes, I've learned a lot.
Silla,
Good
and
amount of this.
Bakji. From the 1st century AD, Goryeo gradually conquered its neighbors and occupied the northern part of Korea, while Bakji and
Goryeo was
Silla
huge.
grew to control the southern. In the early 6th century, Silla's power extended across the Korean peninsula. By the 640s, Silla formed an alliance with the Tang dynasty of China to conquer Baekje, and later Goryeo, unifying the central and southern parts of the Korean peninsula into unified Silla. Meanwhile, the northern part was under the control of Balhae, founded by King Go. In the late 9th century, Silla was divided into the brief later 3 kingdoms of Silla, later Bakji, and Taebong.
I also learned about
to
this.
Goryeo in 935.
He's not even trying.
Goryeo in the Joseon dynasty. Goryeo was founded by Wang Jian in 918 as the successor of Goryeo, with Kaesong as the capital, gradually unifying most of the Korean peninsula. Following the Mongol invasions of Korea from 1230 to 1270, Goryeo existed as a vassal state and compulsory ally of the Mongol-ruled Yuan dynasty in China.
Damn, look
After
at that.
General
Massive.
Yi Songji overthrew the Goryeo dynasty and, in 1392, established the Joseon dynasty. The capital was moved from Kaesong to Hanseong. Under King Sejong the Great, Joseon enjoyed numerous beneficial administrative, social, scientific, and economic reforms. Especially, he created Hangul, the Korean alphabet. From 1592 to 1598, Joseon suffered from the great destruction of the Japanese invasions.
It's true.
Following 2 invasions by the latter Jin and Qing dynasties, Joseon became a subordinate of the Qing Empire. In the 19th century, Joseon adopted a harsh isolationist policy, for which it became known as the Hermit Kingdom. However, Joseon was soon forced to open its borders, leading to an era of Japanese imperial rule. Korean Empire and Japanese occupation. Following the Sino-Japanese War,
a lot of bad shit was happening.
And the Treaty of Shimonoseki, Korea was recognized with full and complete independence and autonomy by the Qing dynasty. In 1897, the Joseon dynasty proclaimed that the Korean Empire, with Emperor King Gojong, Russia posed a strong influence in the Korean Empire until the Russo-Japanese War, which pushed the Russians out of the fight for Korea.
Russia did? I didn't know about that.
Year, Korea became a protectorate of Japan. In 1910, Japan formally annexed Korean Empire with the Japan-Korea Annexation Treaty. Thereafter, Korea was officially named Chosen. Since 1939, over 5 million Koreans were conscripted for labor. 10,000 men were forced into Japan's military, and about 200,000 girls and women were forced into sexual slavery for the Japanese military.
Really sad.
Division and Korea.
Yeah, there's still a lot of people that were affected by it. It's really terrible time in history for Korea.
Korea War. After the end of World War II, with the unconditional surrender of Japan in 1945, Korea was partitioned along the 38th parallel, with the North under Soviet occupation and the South under U.S. occupation.
Right.
The politics of the Cold
War
resulted in the 1948 establishment of two sovereign states, North Korea, officially the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, and South Korea, officially the Republic of Korea. In 1950, the Korean War broke out when Soviet-backed North Korea invaded South Korea.
Dude, South Korea almost got wiped.
Peace treaty. The Korean Peninsula remained divided by the Korean Demilitarized Zone up to the present day.
They don't say is that North Korea went almost all the way up to here and took up almost the whole thing, but then the South Korea was like this, but then the UN and like some allies came over and then they took over and then retook it up until, and then went back up until it, eventually they just went back to basically the same spot it started at.
Modern Korea. After the war, South Korea witnessed enormous economic growth in a period called the Miracle on the Han River, giving rise to numerous family conglomerates such as Samsung, Hyundai, SK Group, and LG.
They have so much control over Korea, it's crazy.
South
They're
Korea
rich as hell.
transitioned into a constitutional democracy. Today, South Korea is a leading economy and is famous for bringing the Hallyu wave to the entertainment industry all over the world.
Big Bang.
Meanwhile, under Soviet influence, North Korea adopted a communist government. The dissolution of the Soviet Union in 1991 led to a full-scale collapse of the North Korean economy. By the 21st century, Kim Jong-il, and later his son Kim Jong-un, decided to pursue nuclear weapons, creating a series of crises ongoing to the present day. In 2018, the Panmunjom Declaration was signed between the Supreme Leader of North Korea, Kim Jong-un, and the President of South Korea,
This didn't do shit.
announcing that they will work to officially end the Korean long-lasting conflict.
That didn't do anything.
Thanks for watching. If
Let's
you
be
find this
real.
information useful, please.
Okay, it's an okay video. It's so true. Pronunciation is just really bad, and I feel like if you're gonna teach about history, you gotta kind of learn that a little bit, you know. Like, I'm gonna be honest.